How climate change causes California wildfires. Rising temperatures, drought, and dry vegetation all contribute to wildfires in California. However, the effects of climate change are getting worse, which is making the fire season in the state worse and lasting longer. A huge wildfire broke out in Yosemite National Park, which is home to some of the oldest and tallest sequoia trees in the world. This was the most recent big thing to happen in the state. In 2020, California had the worst wildfire season on record. During this time, the Bay Area fire grew to be one of the biggest wildfires in U.S. history. By the end of the year, the state had recorded up to 10,000 fires that burned over 4 million acres of land, which is more than 4% of the total land area of the state. Wildfire seasons in California are well known, and they usually happen between late summer and early fall. However, in the past 20 years, they have become more dangerous, destructive, and long. At least a third of the worst wildfires in U.S. history happened there. What makes California prone to wildfires and what's worsening it? Why do wildfires happen in California? Wildfires can start naturally or because of human actions, but there must be three things for a fire to start. Fuel is any flammable material around a fire, such as living or dead trees, dry plants, or other organic matter. There is a lot of oxygen in the air. Heat sources to light the fuel and get it to burn. This could happen if lightning strikes or if people start fires or smoke cigarettes. The Environmental Protection Agency calls natural wildfires natural disasters. They can start when it doesn't rain much, when it's dry, or when there's a drought. When these things happen, dry plants are the perfect fuel for wildfires, and when lightning strikes, it starts a fire that can spread quickly thanks to strong winds and high temperatures. Even a small drop in how dry the plants are can make wildfires much more likely. About 65% of California's plants were drier in the first half of June 2021 than they were during the same time last year. This made it easy for wildfires to start and spread. But dry plants are not the only cause of wildfires in California. Winds and currents in the area also play a big role. Diablo winds, a dry stream that runs from the east or northeast into San Francisco Bay, extend the fire season. In spring and fall, Diablo winds reach the San Francisco Bay Area and the Great Central Valley from the northern coast mountains. As these winds move from the deserts of Nevada down to sea level, they heat up by as much as 20 C due to compressional heating and lose a lot of their moisture, which can start and spread wildfires. Other studies have also shown that El Niño Southern Oscillation, ENSO, influences California's climate and rainfall, causing wildfires. In the end, though, 85 to 90% of wildfires are caused by human actions and carelessness, which gave the fire the heat it needed to start. One of the most well-known examples is the El Dorado fire in 2020, which started at a gender reveal party when a high explosive device that made smoke went wrong. The fire burned 13,715 acres of forest. Well, do you like what you are seeing so far? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Keep watching because you don't want to miss what we have at the #1 spot. What is making the California wildfires worse and making them last longer? The short answer is, changes in the climate. Because the climate is changing, California has been getting warmer and having drier seasons. This has led to longer and more severe droughts. It's easier to meet the conditions that are needed to start a wildfire, which makes it worse once it starts. This is clear because more than half of California's 20 biggest fires have all happened in the last 4 years. Scientists think that if the average temperature went up by 1 C every year, the average burned area would go up by as much as 600% in some types of forests. Other modeling suggests that wildfires could burn 30% more land by 2060 than they did in 2011. Why do wildfires happen in California? Some experts feel the concept of fire season is a thing of the past, as wildfires have begun to stretch into 6 to 8 months of the year, as witnessed with the 2021 Dixie Fire starting considerably earlier in June. How to stop the wildfires in California? About 10 to 15% of wildfires start on their own, and while they can't be stopped, they can be made smaller and less likely to spread. The California Wildfire and Forest Management Task Force was made with a plan to speed up efforts to reduce the risk of wildfires for vulnerable communities, improve the health of forests and wildlands, and take more action to fight climate change. The goal is to create healthy, resilient forests and communities that can adapt to these fires. This would include requiring controlled burning to thin out forest overgrowth, which acts as tinder for animals, and increasing programs for sustainable wood harvesting. Even though these steps could make California wildfires less dangerous, researchers say they may soon not be enough. Professor Leroy Westerling of the University of California Merced, who studies how climate change affects wildfires, says, the trends that are causing this increase in fire risk, fire size, and fire severity over time are continuing. These trends are caused by climate change. If you enjoyed watching and want to explore more like this with me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification to our channel before you go. Thank you so much for watching.